Hey y'all, Mr. C again. I want to share a fable that I came across a while back. A fable is just a short story that shares a valuable lesson. I think it's a great way to introduce what I wanted to talk to you about today, self-control. An old Cherokee told his grandson, "My son, there is a battle between two wolves inside us all. One is evil. It is anger, jealousy, greed, resentment, inferiority, lies, and ego. The other is good. It is joy, peace, love, hope, humility, kindness, empathy, and truth." The boy thought about it and asked, "Grandfather, which wolf wins?" The old Cherokee quietly replied, "The one you feed." This old fable is a metaphor for self-control. It reminds us that we have a choice in how we respond to every event in our life. One of the single most important lessons I can teach you is the ability to identify the things that we control in our lives. As a teenager, you probably feel like you have very little control over your life. You're forced to go to school, you may not be able to work yet, you can't drive, you don't get to choose where you live, and you don't get to choose who your parents are. I've talked to thousands of students over the years, and I know many of you have been dealt a tough hand. Many of you have faced challenges that I can hardly imagine. I have students tell me, "You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through." You're right, I don't. But I do know that if you keep using those struggles as the reason for bad behavior or not caring about school, then you'll end up staying stuck in the same situation you've been dreaming about getting out of. I know one truth to be certain. You get to choose how you respond to those challenges, and that's really powerful. When you exercise self-control, that's the beginning of you becoming the CEO of your life. When you stop letting other people control your emotions and actions, you'll start to feel empowered. When you stop using events and conditions in your life as excuses for your own failures, you'll start to find real solutions and take your life in a direction that's aimed at your goals and dreams. But guess what? It won't happen immediately. You're going to have to exercise self-control every day by being patient and committing time and energy to actions that will one day improve your life. So how does a person improve self-control? The first thing you need to do is learn to stop and think. Sound too simple? Well, it's not. Most young people and many adults don't stop and think. They use feel and then react. They skip the think step. I feel angry, so I yelled. I don't feel like doing work, so I got on TikTok. If a person can just add a step to think, it at least allows them to consider the consequences or gives them an alternative response that better aligns to their goals. The really cool about this is it takes less than a second. Something else that's really important to know is how your body responds to stress. Emotions cause physical signals in our body. Think about the last time you were scared. The way it felt. Sinking stomach, shortness of breath, racing heart. Our body responds in unique ways to different emotions, and we need to be aware of how. If you're not aware, you get caught off guard and make impulsive decisions with no thought behind our actions. This doesn't just apply to being angry. We've all had those days when we wake up and just don't feel like doing anything. Your body is reacting slow and you lack focus. The thing is, the world is not going to wait for you to feel ready. You have to be the one that changes your emotional state into one that is productive and meets the demands of whatever you're doing. Figure out what changes your emotional state. Mine is exercise. I need to move or my thoughts will get the best of me. Many students have said music, which is great, but you can't always access music, especially in school. You need to try other things. Drawing, breathing techniques, visualization, talking to someone. These things work, but not for everybody. It's your job to figure this out. Self-control can always be improved, but will never be perfective. We're human. We make mistakes, which really are just opportunities to learn. Think about what areas of your life you need to improve self-control. Try something different. You won't regret it. That's it for now. See you next time.